The year I came in 2018 was the 8th grade year for this current class. So, in coaching them, I realized pretty quickly that I had a group of 8th graders who were not only really good players, but really good kids with mature heads on their shoulders. They were fun to coach.
My name is Jad Rame.
Will Shaver.
Mitchell York.
I knew the Valor way of community, and having that sense of team was really powerful. I think our kids kind of got that even as middle schoolers.
Being able to mold the team in that short time that he had with us in just middle school was really impactful for us.
Coach Elkins, he was always just about the fundamentals. He always wanted to drill that into us so that we knew what we were doing all the time and always had a plan.
Not having a home field was interesting because, we're always everyone's asking, where's the game at, and we're not sure.
When we would travel to different schools, the kids would marvel at, oh wow, look how great this field is, because we were practicing on fields that had clumps of dirt and just patches of grass.
I remember the first day I showed up for middle school tryouts, I had no idea where it was going to be. It was not at all a soccer facility. There was no lines, no goals.
The fields progressively got worse.
8th grade, we played behind a church, very tiny field. They just found a little patch of grass and put some lines on it and called it a soccer field.
Once we got asked to leave from the church, we went to Ezel, which was right next to a women's prison.
Practicing on, say, a mediocre field actually prepared us.
In 2022, we had our first senior class, and we were in AA for the first time. We kind of set down a goal to make it to state. At times, I doubted whether we could do it.
Throughout the whole year, we didn't think we were going to be strong enough to win or go far again because we couldn't do it in single A.
No metro school has ever gone to state in one state, so we had no idea that we could even do it, and we were very discouraged at the beginning.
We'd walk into games like the other team, huge seniors, and so we were underdogs every game, and that's kind of what this program was built on, always having a chip on your shoulder.
But as the season went on and as our team started improving, connecting, and scoring goals, we ended up making it to state.
I was proud of the way we competed in the state championship. I think it was kind of the moment was a little bit big for us.
That game changed the culture within the program and changed our goals within the program. It's just no one likes to lose, especially at that level when you felt like you were so close.
That year created this year. We couldn't have done what we did this year without having that year and having that loss.
We're thinking we're all ready to go, so we're all excited. Every team faces, adversity.
There was a sense of determination and responsibility that a lot of us had, that we had to make it back and go win.
We had a preseason bonding trip to Camp Widgewagon where we, came together as a group and really set down our goals.
We asked our team, each individual player, what their individual goal was for the season and what team goals were for the season.
And our seniors, without any prompting, said we want to win the state championship.
Deep down, we all felt like there's no reason why we couldn't, get back and win this year.
So we put it on the board, we circled it, and that was that.
That group really paved the way for the expectations and for us to build upon that into last season.
We always said the one thing you can control in every single game is your effort and, trying as hard as you can and fighting for every ball and things like that. And that really helped us get through the hard games, but it also just fighting for each other. I feel like no one ever said yeah, we're going to fight for each other to win these games and that, but it's everyone knew you're doing this for the people that are on your team. You're not just doing it for yourself, and you're fighting for your teammates and the fans, and it's not all about you anymore.
Coach Elkins really helped us throughout the year. He constantly reminded us of remember what we said at Camp Woodrow, and remember what we said. We're coming back. We're going to win state this year.
We found a way to win some really tough, close games. Us being battle-tested last year, having taken that loss and having a lot of the kids who were returning come back.
Before we could capture a state championship, we took care of business. A narrow win against a really good East Hamilton team, and then taking care of business against a Halls team from Knoxville who had a really good season. And then it just left one more game, so we were in the same position as the 2022 season. We were playing an opponent that had won many state championships and had been to a dozen consecutive state tournaments.
Greenville is looking like we beat them the year before, so they're looking for their revenge.
Chance here for their first offensive opportunity of the game. Keeper Mitchell York. Fodley puts it in the box, got a man down there, just off the side. Not enough to decide a champion.
We reminisced on the pain we felt the year before and how hard it was, and I honestly knew from that moment that we weren't going to lose. Like, I felt like it was just meant to be. Like, we weren't going to lose 2 years in a row.
And Rame right down the middle.
So it comes down to the last kick.
Josue Castillo, situation fairly simple.
Already picked my side at this point. I'm ready.
With Mitchell in goal, I mean, you know, I just have such confidence in him.
I was saying to the two guys next to me, like, Mitchell's going to save this, Mitchell's going to save this, he's going to save it, I know he's going to save it. I was just trying to make myself believe that it was going to happen, because I just felt like there's no way it was going to happen again, you know? Saw the ball fly over the goal when Mitchell saved it. Like, I genuinely don't think I'll ever feel something like that again, that rush of adrenaline like that.
For us, it felt like we were winning the World Cup.
Mitchell was fired up, ripping his gloves off. I was lost in the crowd.
I mean, it was unbelievable. It was a surreal moment. I ran out there, all of our players ran out there, the whole team, or the whole crowd, all the student body ran out there.
The ultimate underdog story.
From Davidson County to ever win a soccer championship in Tennessee.
They owned that game. It wasn't the coaches or what I was saying. It was already in them, and they went out and did it. I give a lot of credit to the senior class. I think that those boys, they're hard workers, they're very competitive, they're very smart, and they're unified. They like pull for each other, they pull for the team. And so for me to coach those kind of kids and have them for really 5 years and get to know them as kids, as 8th graders, and developing into young men, it was just magical.
I've had moments where I've been on the floor and they've picked me up and taught me a lot of lessons in soccer, but like that translate to my life. And like when you feel like you just want the floor to swallow you whole, get back up and it's gonna be okay.
For a young program in just 5 years of existing, winning our first state championship in any sport ever was tremendous.
It was like the realization, like, we just made history. You know, whenever I'm having a bad day, I can look back at the video and everybody's celebrating. Like, you know, it'll just put a smile on my face. It was just amazing for me.
It was magical. I knew we could do something special. I didn't know how far we could get, and frankly, I thought the 2022 was the something special that we were going to do. And our boys just kept believing and kept overcoming odds, and they get that it's not about them, it's about the whole team.
Believe and trust in each other. That is a very key elemental fact of soccer. Don't quit being the underdog, because that's a big part of our success. So keep on being the underdog, and that is how you will find success.
It's really an unbelievable journey. We're glad that y'all came on the field with us. That's one of the most special moments of my life. It's a moment that each one of these guys, and I hope a lot of you will never forget. You were a big part of it, and I'm incredibly proud of this group of young men who did something that has never been done in Davidson County history.